Hello student, myself is Krishna Nantiwari. Welcome in English grammar class. Student, today we will focus here about chapter first sentence in grammar book. Here in first chapter entitled with sentence. Your chapter first by name it is given. Student, in previous class already you were taught about sentence and its kinds. So you have understood already about it, about sentence. What is sentence? You are knowing that in previous class your teacher had taught to you that group of words which gives sense, complete sense, that is sentence. Okay. So here I have given you already sentence because in previous classes you have learned that well. So I found my book which I had last yesterday, that is a sentence. Already you have understood that. Now student, we have to focus according to our chapter syllabus which is given here: clause, phrase and sentence. Also somehow difference among them we have to learn. So student, we can see here, this is overall example of sentence, that is this overall part is example of sentence here. Now we have to find out what is clause, what is phrase. Okay, first of all we will find out clause. Student, here about clause, you know, clause also is a group of words which give some sense but not complete sense. Here, if we concentrate here, this sentence is consists of two parts. Here, from this line at right side, which I had last yesterday, that is also part of sentence, and here I found my book, that is also part of sentence. We can say overall they are consisting a sentence. Now to whom I have doubled underline part, this part from here, this is clause, this one is clause, another remaining part is also a clause, this is also clause. It means we can say that in a sentence there may be more than two clauses, more than one clause. Okay, two clause, three clauses or four clauses also may be there. That is depend on structure of the sentence. Okay, so here I found my book, first part that is clause, second part that is also clause. Then what is difference between them? Second part clause, this first part is also clause. Then how you will decide which part is known by what name? So focus here student. Here I am saying you that this part is known as independent clause, and second part is as subordinating clause or subordinate clause also, you can say subordinate clause. You know, in different books sometimes it is given by name, dependent clause also, dependent clause, and this one is known as main clause. In different book different name is given. but role is same. Subordinate clause and independent clause. How you will decide? Being a student, you suppose myself as teacher, I know I can decide that this one part is independent clause or main clause, another part is subordinate clause or dependent clause. But how you will decide? Student, for that a short idea I am telling you. You know, you can see here subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, it starts with conjunction mostly, and here independent clause need not to take conjunction here. Okay, that is broadly we can say, but factually here we have to focus that independent clause can give its complete sense, more complete sense in comparison of subordinate clause. Another example I am telling you, student. Suppose here I like fruit. I like fruit. Another statement I have written, I like salad also. Then I have to say same statement, I like fruit and salad. I have written here.
आपका वीडियो गया था?
I like fruit
क्लास नहीं थी।
and salad.
क्लास नहीं थी। हमसे सब आया है।
Now student,
वीडियो चला गया था।
what we have to do, you can see here this one part is being added here with the help of the word, mean that is conjunction. We can write that I like fruit and salad. Okay, here somehow I am trying to elaborate it, otherwise you can say that sir shortly have written I like, okay, I like fruit and I like salad. I have made a single statement here. I like fruit and I like salad also. Here you can see I had used different statement for somehow different purpose, but subject was same. So I have added here the statement I like fruit and I like salad and made one statement. In this way we have understood that in one sentence may be different clause and dependent clause which will be starts with conjunction here. Okay, another statement I am telling you, my mother told me that, my mother said to me, don't go outside. My mother said to me, that part is independent clause, and don't go outside, that part is dependent clause. Why that is dependent? Here student, we have to focus dependent and independent clause. I am going to tell you difference between how you will decide this one is dependent clause. For example, I found the ball. I found the ball. This is a statement. Okay. which I purchased yesterday. Okay, I found the ball which I purchased yesterday. It has two main clause. It has two parts. You know, this statement is consisting of two clauses. First one is independent clause, and second one is subordinate. Subordinate. How we will decide that this one is subordinate? That starts with conjunction. Here, with the help of any adverbial or any adjectival conjunction or real conjunction also may be used here. It means we can say subordinate clause, dependent clause is not able to give its complete sense, and independent clause, I found the ball, that is able to give its complete sense in comparison of this second part, subordinate clause. So that is difference there, student. Another point is phrase. What is phrase? How you will decide? You know, phrase.